So once you've learned how to master these 5 essentials of fly casting, accelerating the rod in the correct way so that the tip of the rod describes the straight line path between the forward and the back cast. Once you've learned to make the correct pause, allowing the line to unfold fully, both in the forward and the back cast. Once you've learned to match the casting stroke and the casting arc to the amount of line in the air and the bend in the rod, you really need to consider one last thing, that which we as casting instructors call tracking. Now, tracking is also a straight line path of the rod tip, but from a bird's eye view, that is, that the rod must travel in a straight line looking down on the caster from above. In overhead casting, it's important that you observe what is called the 180 degrees rule. That means that your forward cast should always be exactly 180 degrees opposite of your back cast. The way to achieve that is by having a straight tracking. Now, tracking is what we call it when you move the rod in a straight line back and forth. That's good tracking. Bad tracking, of course, is moving the rod, for instance, in a banana-shaped movement. So this is basically the last thing that you need to remember when you're learning the overhead cast. The straight tracking, which allows you to maintain the 180 degrees rule. It looks like this. The straight tracking of the cast is what allows me to present the line straight on the water surface. Basically, when you're able to present a straight line on the water like this, your tracking is good. If your tracking is bad, you can cause different sorts of problems for yourself. Let's say, for instance, that instead of tracking straight from back to forth, you're moving your hand in a slight banana-shaped movement. If you do that, you won't be able to present a straight line on the water. It looks like this. If I go from casting a straight line, I now move my hand in a banana-shaped way, and you can see that the line crashes on the water in front of me. It doesn't straighten out. It's very exposed to the wind. It's not precise.